In our next examples, we will apply the negative exponent rule. Recall that when you have a base a to the negative n, you should always write the power as a positive, and to do so we take 1 over a to the nth. If you have 1 over a to the minus n, then you will write this as a positive, since you should not have negative exponents in an expression. So you would rewrite it as a to the nth. Alright? So now, let's look at the given examples. We have m to the minus 4. Now recall that this looks exactly like this first rule right here. So then we just write it as 1 over m to the 4th. We change the exponent to a positive by writing m to the 4th in the denominator, 1 over that. In the next example, 4p to the minus 3, well, we have 4 times p to the minus 3. We know that p to the minus 3 is just like this first rule here. So then we will write it as 1 over p cubed. Now the last part is to multiply some fractions. Remember to multiply straight across. So then we have 4 times 1, which is 4 over p cubed as our simplified expression. In this third example, recall that we need to use the quotient rule. So we have a to the minus 3 minus the exponent on the bottom, which is also a 3. So this becomes a to the minus 6. Now remember, we need to write this as a positive exponent. So again, we refer back to the first rule. And we will say then that a to the minus 6 becomes 1 over a to the 6th power. On the fourth example, we have again the quotient rule being applied here. Y to the minus 2 minus, and in this case, a negative 9. So we have the additive inverse, and we should change the minuses to pluses. So we have y to the minus 2 plus 9, which in this case is y to the 7th. And that stays positive. On this next example, it's just a long application of the quotient rule. So we have x to the minus 3 minus 2, y to the 2 minus 5, z to the negative 7 minus a negative 2. Again, the additive inverse, so we change that to plus. So we then have x to the minus 3 minus 2, which is negative 5, y to the 2 minus 5, which in this case is negative 3, and z to the negative 7 plus 2, which in this case is negative 5 as well. So all we do is write 1 over all of these and make them positive. So then our simplified expression becomes 1 over x to the 5th, y to the 3rd, z to the 5th. So we've simplified our given expression. So here's our answer for this very last example.